Hi guys, this is Brian Leni from Junior Geography Premium. Today we're at Metals Investors Forum, day one. With me is Newcore Gold, specifically CEO Luke Alexander. Luke, can you take us through an overview of the company before we get into the details?
Yeah, absolutely. Thanks, Brian. So Newcore Gold, we're advancing the Enchi project in Ghana. It's a district scale exploration project. We've currently got a 1.4 million ounce inferred resource. Last year in 2021, we also put out a PEA which outlined very robust economics. But what we're really focused on at the moment at Newcore is exploration. We're currently in the midst of a 90,000 meter drill program, which is the largest ever drill program on the project, and something that we're very excited about.
Very good. So you touched on Ghana, and I think it often gets overlooked how important Ghana is on the world stage for gold producing. And not only that, I think jurisdiction is going to be a major factor in M&A in the future. So can you take us through Ghana as a mining jurisdiction and why it's important to these gold producers?
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, we could spend the next 4 hours talking about why Ghana is such a great jurisdiction, and we're very fortunate to have amassed such a large land package when we did in Ghana. It'd be very difficult to do that today. But specifically, Ghana is the sixth largest gold producer globally, just behind Canada. It is Africa's largest gold producer. It's got 4 of the top 10 largest gold producers in country. It's got Newmont, Gold Fields, Anglo, and Kinross all producing there. It's also got Shandong, who last year acquired Cardinal for their asset in country. And then, I guess specifically, let's look at Newmont. Newmont is obviously the largest gold producer globally. It's currently has 14% of their global production coming from Ghana. They're in the midst of investing another $750 to $850 million into their Ahafo project, which sits on the same Sefwi Bibiani belt that we're on to the north. And that will take them from 14 to 20% of their global production coming from Ghana. So I think that speaks for itself. I mean, I can tell you how great it is, but to have the largest gold producer on the planet willing to have 20% exposure, I think speaks to what a great jurisdiction is from a political perspective, but also from a safety and security perspective, as well as how supportive the Ghanaian government is to move projects forward. So yeah, again, we could spend the next 4 hours talking about it, but those would be a few things that I would highlight, what make Ghana such a great jurisdiction.
Great points. I completely agree. You guys have done, or you're in the midst of a 90,000 meter drill program, big drill program. You've got multiple prongs to this exploration, from resource expansion to grassroots stuff. Can you take us through some of the highlights?
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, we've obviously been speaking for a couple of years, and if you go back and look at what we laid out as our goal from the 90,000 meter drill program when we kicked it off, we really wanted to accomplish 4 things. We wanted to expand the existing resource area at all of our existing deposits. We wanted to go back to previously drill tested areas that had limited historical drilling, get some additional drill results or drill holes into those areas with the goal of moving them towards the resource category. One of our existing 4 deposit, Kwachikrum, would be a great example of that. We put some additional holes into that area as part of the first 20,000 meters of our current 90,000 meter program, and we were able to get a maiden resource on that in June of last year. The third thing we wanted to accomplish was we wanted to make some new discoveries. So we've allocated about 18,000 of our 90,000 meter drill program to new greenfield targets, and we're really excited this year to have made and announced 3 new discoveries at Sium South, Tokasea, as well as a parallel structure at the Sium extension. Sium's our largest deposit, 725,000 ounces. And then the fourth thing we wanted to accomplish was we wanted to start to test the high grades at depth. If you look at all of the historical drilling that's been done on our project, it's really targeted the first kind of 75 to 100 meters. So really focused on the oxide mineralization. And as part of this 90,000 meters for the first time ever, we're starting to drill down below 125, 150 meters, and we've been having some very good results. If you look at other deposits along the Bibiani belt, including Chirano, Bibiani, Ahafo, where you really see these greenstone hosted deposits along the belt from us grow in size and increase in grade as you start to get deeper and into the sulfides. To put it in perspective, Chirano, Kinross's producing mine 50 kilometers to the north of us, they're currently mining down at 800 meters below surface. They've drilled down to 1.2 to 1.3 kilometers. So our current pits are average 63 meters. So big opportunity for us to continue to expand, as we drill deeper. And we're really excited to have identified a couple of these high grade chutes, as well as hit a number of other high grade areas on the project.
Excellent. Excellent from a perspective of what you've got and that potential to expand. I really like it. One last point, people are so important to any junior company. I think one of the highlights of Newcore's investment thesis is the people. Not only yourself, but your board too is very impressive. Can you take us through that?
Yeah, so I spent the first 15 years of my career on the investment banking, capital market side of the business. I lived in London for 12 and a half years, covering all the big global natural resource funds in the UK and Europe, advising different ASX, TSX, London listed mining companies on different, transactions around the world. A number of those were projects in Africa. And you'll see since I joined 2 years ago, and since our chairman, Doug Forrester, stepped up as chairman, and Greg Smith, our VP exploration, came back full time, and we relaunched the company 2 years ago. We've taken our institutional ownership from about 0 to 40% today. A number of those investors are groups that I worked with throughout my career, and when they saw that we were relaunching and pushing the company forward, they were quite keen to get involved. Doug Forrester, our chairman, he was the CEO of Newmarket, which, if you followed that, was a $10 million company, did the acquisition of the Fosterville asset in Australia. 14 months later, that got taken out for $1.2 billion. And a number of other companies. Greg Smith, our VP exploration, over 30 years of experience working in these greenstone hosted deposits around the world. He's been on our project for the past 10 years. So yes, a very strong team pushing it forward. And also, I think importantly, we're also very well aligned with shareholders. Management and board, we own 27% of the company. We've written checks alongside investors on the financings that we've done over the years. And I think as a result of that 27% ownership, we ultimately think as shareholders first. And we're really here to create true shareholder value from that perspective. And then maybe last thing I'll just mention from a people perspective that isn't directly involved, within the management or board, is the support that we have from the investment banking community, as well as the likes of yourself and other newsletter writers. We've currently got 5 tier 1 investment banks who cover us from a research perspective. So great to have that capital markets support, as well as obviously you've written up on us and do a great job of covering the company from that perspective, as well as other groups. So we're very fortunate to have been able to attract a lot of very high quality groups to work with us who share that same vision for our Enchi project and the district scale upside that it presents.
Very good. Okay, guys, the value proposition to me is very clear. You've got the existing deposit and project as it is, and the potential for it to get much bigger. And it's also located in what I would consider one of the top mining jurisdictions in the world. The senior miners want to be there, and they're going to want to expand their operations. If you have any more questions on Newcore Gold, please let us know. Thank you very much.